What's going on, everybody? Thumpr Fishing. Today is July 16th, 2024. And if you saw yesterday's video, this one, we got a tip from my buddy Fishing with Critter. And we went and checked it out. It's an area I've been wanting to check out for a while. So I'm glad we finally had an excuse to go do it. But boy, those backcountry little lagoons and ponds, they were loaded with life. Lots of juvenile tarpons, small ones, but also a lot of snook. And we caught a black drum. So
recording 3 channels started.
Yes. But here's the thing. I'll take a small tarpon. Like I said, I'm just trying to catch one. They are insane how you hook them and immediately they're airborne. I think they spend more time in the air than they do in the water when you hook them. So, but they were all the fish there were feeding on these really, really small glass minnows. And they were just running into those big bait things of a glass minnows just with their mouths open and just grabbing, like a dozen at a time. So, I was trying to throw smaller profile lures and jigs and all that kind of stuff, and they just weren't having it. But I did at least get some hits on that smaller jig, so I mean that was definitely the ticket. So this time around, we're getting up early because I honestly think that if you can get there earlier the better, which sucks, but it is what it is. So the earlier the better. And I'm thinking we'll throw some live bait as well. So you stay tuned. I am working on a video for this new cooler that I got. That's the biggest thing out here in Florida is your bait getting too hot. But this is a cooler bait box that they sent me to give it a shot. So we are going to test that out today as well. And also, obviously, we'll get that on the kayak to see how it works on the kayak. So I wanted, obviously, I want to test it out. Shore-based fishing, kayak fishing, you name it. See if it's something I would recommend to you guys. So anyway, we're going to head over to Space Coast Bait and Tackle as always. And we're going to go see what they got for bait. Whatever they got, the smallest. And then I also brought a little bit of cut ladyfish. Maybe we can let some of that soak while we're fishing a shrimp or something like that. So, all right, everybody, let's go get to the bait shop, and then we'll trek down over to our spot. So, catch you over there, everybody. Everybody's out of mud minnows these days. Space Coast Bait and Tackle, they don't have a supplier for mud minnows right now. And I did call around the other day because someone else was asking for some mud minnows, and yeah, no one's got no mud minnows. So maybe we'll do a video later this week, maybe next week. I do know a couple spots where I catch my own little mud minnows in a little fish trap. So maybe we'll do that and catch our own, and I'll show you what's worked for me. Because it did take me a while before I found, where to go, what to use, and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that'll be a future video. So anyway, all we did is just get 3 dozen live shrimp. I got extra this time, and I asked for the small ones. Usually I ask for the bigger ones. So anyway, it's going to be still no light. I think, oh no, I'm seeing a little bit of sunlight, very, very slightly out in the distance. So it's about 20 minutes back the other way. And yeah, let's go get after it. Let's see if we can't get some of those tarpon to nibble. All right, guys, stay tuned. Dang, I forgot my phone mount. That's alright, let's spray some bug spray. Throw out some cutbait too. We have that just in case. So, alright, let's get a shrimp on. I want to get a line out as quick as possible here. Look at that. These little things I saw online. Figure I would try them out. Alright. I think we can get one to see. Bugs are always so bad in here. Well, anywhere in the lagoons, really, you're gonna get a lot of bugs, but kind of waiting to see one roll, and then we'll try and target it. Nothing. Throwing. I got lots of live shrimp if you guys want some. I got lots of live shrimp if you want some. In here. If you want to try it, go for it.
Yeah, we're trying the live mullet right now. We got one tarpon so far.
Oh, one? Nice.
bigger mullet.
Gotcha.
Mind if I grab one strip?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to see if the snook will eat them.
I got a little net right here.
We got some mullet over there too.
Cool.
What are you going for? Is anything?
I'm hoping to get a tarpon. I haven't actually got a tarpon on land before, so I'm hoping to get my first here. Got us. I got something pulling on my... Oh, what was that? I just had something on it. Damn it. We got ourselves a little gar. Yeah, stinky fish. You just ate my line off? You butthole. Couldn't even get a picture. Turtle. There you go, buddy. Get out of there. There's too many turtles in here. Hopefully that now takes care of Mr. Turtle so he doesn't mess with us anymore. Alright, where were we? Catfish. 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 Freaking A, it's hot. I did have a tarpon hit it when I first walked over here. Alright everybody, I got up early. I didn't really go exploring, I just tried that same spot again. Man, they are picky. Right when I showed up, I had a hit on a tarpon, and I got super pumped. And after that, no bueno. I was free lining live shrimp. I was checking. I had another rod with some fresh. What the heck is that thing? I was also soaking some fresh cut ladyfish. All that was catching was turtles, and we caught a pretty big sized gar. But he broke that line off before I could get my little picture. I've been trying to get a picture of a gar, but yeah, so. And then I tried over, there's like a little spillway right there, and there's about half a dozen decent sized snook just sitting right there, like 5 feet from me, just laughing at me, drifting. I was drifting shrimp, and they just wouldn't have it. Tarpon wouldn't have it, nothing. They are feeding on these little glass minnows. They're like this big, and they're going in there and just tail whacking them and stunning a bunch. So they're just going in there slurping up those little glass minnows. So they're already full, and that's what they're feeding on. And even the smallest, there was guys there tossing real small jigs and stuff like that, and it's just so hard to mimic something that small, and especially when they're eating them when they're like floating around. One guy said that he came back later that evening, and there was a fly fisherman, and that he was getting nailed on that, because you know, with fly fishing you could throw out those small little glass minnow mimics, and so that seems to be the key. That's what they're feeding on. It's just hard to find it. And then all the bait shops are out of mud minnows, but shrimp, I got 3 dozen shrimp, and I ended up giving it to a guy over there. But yeah, just they were not having it. So I wish I could stay, but I got to get going. I did get a couple of hits on that small little DOA Terroride jig. That was the smallest thing that I had, and I did get a couple hits on that. And I had a tarpon try and nail it like 2 feet from the bank. So I got close, but once again, no tarpon. I have not landed a tarpon since I've been here in Florida. I've hooked them. I've battled them for like 10 seconds, but I can't seem to get them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah. Where was I? Maybe we'll try that spot again, but I'm going to have to come up with a different game plan. If you guys didn't know, it's been a long time, but I do know how to fly fish. I lived on 3 acres on a river, and half the year it was fly fishing only, so I did learn how to fly fish. But unfortunately, in my move, my fly rod and reel all got damaged, so I'd have to get a new fly setup, but that might have to be something that we look into. We might have to look into maybe some of these spots fly fishing. But maybe we'll come back and try that again if I can come up with a different game plan. But I do want to try and get the kayak out, go over to Mosquito Lagoon or something like that this week, so we will see. Anyway, everybody, I tried. I definitely tried. I fished all of 6, all of 7, all of 8, all of 9. Oh, about 4 hours. A lot longer than I thought I was. So, it is hot, guys. I gotta run home real quick, take a shower, then head over to Orlando for my appointment. And I think the fam wants to hit up the park this evening, Universal. We gotta use our passes. We got the season passes a while ago, and they're getting ready to run out soon, so we want to kind of use it up as much as we can. So I got a busy day ahead, so I need to go clean up so I'm not walking around my appointment and stuff like that smelling like fish and shrimp. Oh, and also the reason why I got so much shrimp is I am going to be doing a video on that new bait bucket, the one with a cooler built into it. So I'm just taking that out, you know, shore fishing, and then I'll take it out kayak fishing. I'm putting it to the ringer. I'm testing that battery, and I got a little temperature gauge. I'm testing just how cool it stays. I almost felt like he was keeping my bait cool so well that I almost felt that when I was tossing my shrimp out, they were lively, and just because the water was so much warmer, that they were almost shocked, because they would almost stop moving once they'd flick a couple times in the water after I'd cast it out, and then after that, they weren't moving so much. So maybe it keeps it too cold, I don't know, or maybe it's just the shrimp. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, everybody, I'm rambling. I will catch you in the next one. Tight lines, everybody. Peace.